Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. and wondered why? Maybe you tried to fall back asleep, frustrated that your rest was interrupted, but what if it wasn't an accident? What if this moment was calling you to something greater? This isn't just a random time on the clock. There's a deeper reason why your mind and body wake up at this hour. And that reason could be the key to unlocking your full potential. Most people will roll over, ignore the wake-up call, and slip back into a restless sleep. But what if this is your moment? What if, instead of fighting it, you leaned in? What if the very fact that you're awake right now while the world sleeps is the opportunity you've been waiting for? There's power in these hours, a quiet power that only those who choose to awaken can experience. In the stillness, while everyone else is asleep, you're given the chance to do something extraordinary. This isn't just about waking up early. It's about using this rare, sacred time to tap into a level of energy and focus that few ever access. When the world is silent, you're given space to breathe, to think, and to act, uninterrupted by distractions, untainted by the noise of the day. And in that silence lies the opportunity to transform. Imagine what you could accomplish if you stopped letting these hours slip away. What could happen if you use them to take intentional action, to focus on your dreams, to build your future piece by piece? This is not just about getting up early. It's about waking up to your potential, to the greatness that's already inside you. The world is filled with distractions, excuses, and setbacks. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that success comes from long hours, constant noise, and endless hustle. But the truth is, success often comes in moments of stillness, in the hours where you can hear your thoughts, where clarity emerges, and where you can build momentum in ways you never thought possible. Right now, you have an opportunity that others will miss. This is your chance to take the first step towards something greater. The quiet hours of the morning are not a burden. They are a gift. They are an invitation to reclaim control, to silence the outside noise, and to focus solely on what matters most. The people who succeed in life truly succeed don't wait for the right time. They make the time. They seize moments like these when the world is quiet to move forward. So why are you awake? It's not by chance. It's because something inside you knows that this moment can be different. This moment can be the turning point. The question now is, what will you do with it? If you're still here, still listening, then you're already different. You're already on the path to something more. Don't waste this moment. Embrace it. This is where the magic happens. And if you stay with me, we'll uncover exactly what you can do with this time to change your life. Don't turn back. What happens next is up to you. The silence you find in these hours is not just an absence of noise. It's an invitation to listen, to truly listen. When the world is quiet, it's easier to hear the whispers of your own heart, the calls of your deepest desires. In the rush of everyday life, these whispers can get drowned out, ignored, even forgotten. But now, in this sacred space, you can hear them loud and clear. What are they telling you? What is your heart trying to say when everything else fades away? This is the time to connect with your true self. It's easy to get lost in the distractions of the day, to let the constant demands of others pull you away from who you really are. But here, in the stillness, you have the chance to step back, to breathe, and to truly reflect. The person you were yesterday does not have to be the person you are today. You have the power to shift, to change, to become, but you have to listen. You have to trust that the voice inside you, the one that knows what you're truly capable of, is the one worth following. Too many of us live our lives on autopilot. We go through the motions, stuck in patterns that keep us safe but also keep us small. We tell ourselves we don't have time, we don't have the energy, or we don't have the resources. But when the world is quiet, when you are awake in these precious hours, all of that noise falls away, and all that's left is you. And that's when you realize you've always had what you need. You just had to silence the world long enough to hear it. The power of this time isn't just about the clarity it offers, but the energy that comes with it. When you wake up during these hours, your body is primed for action. Your mind is alert, your senses heightened. It's as though you're given a brief moment of clarity, a gift to focus, to move, to create. You might not feel it now, but there's a fire inside you waiting to be lit. And in these quiet hours, it can burn bright. Think of the possibilities. The world might still be asleep, but this is when you can build momentum piece by piece. While everyone else is resting, you are moving. Every decision, every action, no matter how small, compounds over time. Each minute you invest in yourself now is a minute that sets you apart. And when the world wakes up, they'll see the difference. But more importantly, you'll feel the difference. The power to shape your destiny lies in these moments. It's easy to let them slip by, to turn over and try to fall back asleep. But if you choose to stay awake, if you choose to act, you'll have a head start over everyone else. And that momentum is the fuel that will carry you forward. You don't need a plan for everything right now. You don't need all the answers. What you need is the courage to move. One step at a time. It doesn't matter if you don't know exactly where you're going. Just move forward. Trust that action, even small action, will bring clarity. Each decision you make during these early hours will create the momentum that propels you toward your bigger dreams. And the more you embrace this time, the more natural it will become to take action, to lean into your potential, and to build the life you want. The world may be quiet, but your mind doesn't have to be. Let the stillness fill you with purpose. Let the silence be a reminder that the only thing standing between you and your dreams is your own decision to move. So move. Take that first step. Don't wait for the right time, because this is it. This moment right now is the only time you have. And if you choose to act, you'll begin to see the difference in your life, a difference that will last, a difference that will define who you become. In this stillness, there's also a chance for something even deeper, connection, not just with yourself, but with the goals that matter most. The noise of the world, the pressure of deadlines, the demands of others, all pull you in 1,000 different directions. But in these quiet hours, you're given a rare opportunity to reconnect with the very essence of what you want to achieve. It's in the silence where your purpose is waiting to be rediscovered. It's in the quiet where your true desires are born. Think about it for a moment. What have you been telling yourself you want? What are the goals, the dreams that you've been too busy to truly focus on? It's so easy to get distracted by everything else, to forget what truly matters. But in the silence of the early morning, you can bring those dreams back into focus. You can revisit them, reframe them, and reignite the fire behind them. This time is not just for reflection. It's a time to give yourself permission to dream again. You've spent so much of your life trying to meet other people's expectations, trying to fit into molds that were never meant for you. But now, in the quiet of the morning, you're free to imagine your life on your terms. The possibilities are endless. This is the moment to stop doubting yourself, to stop letting fear control your actions. The person you are right now is not the person who will stay stuck. You have the power to step into your future, to claim the life you've always known you could live. And what happens when you begin to truly focus? When you align your energy with your deepest goals, something incredible begins to happen. Your mind starts to work for you. The clarity you gain in these quiet moments feeds into everything else you do. The more you focus on your true purpose, the more your actions begin to reflect it. Every decision you make, every step you take becomes aligned with your vision. What was once unclear now becomes a path illuminated before you. The road to success, the road to your goals becomes clearer, brighter, more attainable. It's easy to look at your dreams and feel overwhelmed, to see how far they are from where you are right now. But that's the beauty of these hours. You don't need to have the entire journey figured out. What you need is to take the next step. And that next step will lead to another and another until your dreams are no longer just dreams. They're your reality. This is what sets successful people apart from everyone else. They take the first step when everyone else is still sleeping. They make use of the quiet moments, the precious time that others overlook. And it's not just about the big things. These early hours are where small actions are multiplied into huge results. The little things you do now, writing, reflecting, meditating, moving, are the building blocks of something much larger. You might not see the results immediately, but trust that they're building up quietly and steadily in ways that will change your life. This is where momentum is born. Each decision made, each action taken propels you closer to the life you want. The world may still be dark, but you are awake. And in this space, you have something others don't. Time to move without distraction, clarity without confusion, energy without exhaustion. You have the power to step into a future that aligns with your truest desires, but only if you act now. This time is fleeting. Don't waste it. Make this moment yours. You've already taken the first step simply by waking up. Now it's time to take the next one. Your future is waiting. What will you do with this precious time? You are not meant to be passive in your own life. These early hours offer you an extraordinary opportunity to break free from the default routine that keeps you stuck, from the cycles that drain your energy and slow your progress. You are meant to create, to build, to act. The person you become tomorrow is determined by what you choose to do now, in this moment of stillness. It's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment, the right opportunity. It's all right here, right now. In this quiet hour, this moment of power is yours to shape. There's a reason why you're awake. It's not because you're tired or anxious, not because something is wrong. It's because you are ready to do something different, ready to embrace your potential. The energy you feel coursing through you in these hours isn't random. It's your mind and body aligning with your true purpose. You are in sync with the very rhythm of life. But this alignment means nothing if you don't act on it. If you don't take this moment and use it to push forward, to move toward what you want, then this time will pass like any other. But if you choose to harness this power, to take inspired action, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Think about what you want most. What's been sitting in the back of your mind, nagging at you, waiting to be realized. Now think about what would happen if you stopped putting it off. If you started making progress on it today, not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. These hours are an opportunity to close the gap between where you are and where you want to be. You don't need to have all the answers or a perfect plan. You just need the courage to begin. The courage to take that first step, no matter how small it seems. It's in that first step that everything starts to shift. And that shift creates momentum that drives you forward, propelling you closer to your goals with every action you take. You are capable of achieving far more than you give yourself credit for. The limits you feel are self-imposed, often based on the false belief that you aren't ready or you're not enough. But these quiet hours reveal the truth, that you are more than capable. You have everything you need inside of you right now. The time to start is always now, and you will never have another moment exactly like this one. Don't let it pass without using it to fuel your journey. This moment is also a powerful reminder that progress doesn't have to be grandiose to be significant. It's easy to look at others and compare yourself to where they are, but that will only hold you back. Your path is yours alone. The actions you take, no matter how small, are yours to own. And it's in these quiet, uninterrupted moments that you can begin the process of making them happen. Don't get caught up in the illusion that success requires huge, dramatic steps. It's the quiet, consistent action that compounds into greatness. You have the power to choose. The world outside might be still, but your life is moving. Your choices today will echo through your future. The way you use this time, these hours where most of the world is asleep, will determine how far you go. Will you let it slip away, or will you use it to build the life you've always dreamed of? The decision is yours, but don't take it lightly. The person you are becoming is shaped by the actions you take now. And right now, you have a chance to step into that future with confidence, with clarity, and with power. You have what it takes. The question is, will you take it? Every second you hesitate, every moment you let pass by without acting, is a second you could be using to build the future you desire. This time right here, right now is precious. And once it's gone, it's gone. You cannot get it back. So many people waste time waiting for things to line up perfectly, for the stars to align, for the right opportunity to knock on their door. But that opportunity is right here, right now, in the quiet of the morning. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment, because the perfect moment's the one you create. And that moment starts the second you take action. In these early hours, there is no external pressure, no deadlines looming over you, no one telling you what to do, where to be, or how to act. The only pressure you have is the pressure you place on yourself to grow, to succeed, to move forward. It's a pressure that comes from within, and it's the most powerful kind of pressure there is. This is where you define who you are. This is where you decide what kind of person you want to be and what kind of future you want to build. And it starts with taking ownership of this moment, taking responsibility for your actions and decisions. The fact that you are awake when the rest of the world is still asleep is no accident. You are being given a rare gift, a quiet space to step into your power. It's a space where your thoughts are clear, where distractions are minimal, and where your potential is limitless. But it's up to you what you do at this time. You can choose to go back to sleep, to let the world pass you by, or you can choose to rise, to take action, to become the person you've always known you could be. The difference between the two is everything. You don't have to change everything at once. You don't need a massive overhaul of your life, but you do need to take the first step. And that step, no matter how small, will lead to the next and the next. And before you know it, you'll have created a momentum that's impossible to stop. Small actions build up, consistent effort compounds. And in these quiet hours, you can build something that others will only see the result of later. This is how success is made, not by waiting for the perfect moment, but by taking what you have right now and using it to move forward. If you feel uncertain, if you feel doubt creeping in, remember this: uncertainty is a sign that you're about to do something bold. If you were completely certain, you wouldn't be stepping into the unknown. And growth never happens without stepping into the unknown. Doubt is not your enemy. It's a sign that you're on the verge of transformation. You are about to push past your limits and step into a version of yourself you haven't met yet. The truth is, you're more capable than you think. You already have everything inside of you to achieve what you always wanted. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is the decision to act. This moment, this quiet hour, is the time to take that decision. Don't waste it. Don't waste yourself. The world is full of people waiting for the perfect conditions. But you are awake, aware, and ready to make something happen. This is your time. Don't let it slip away. Every step you take now, no matter how small, is a step toward a future you've only dreamed of. The path is clear. The momentum is building. The only question left is, will you take it? The truth is, everything you need to change your life is already within you. You don't have to wait for the right resources or perfect circumstances to take action. The only thing standing in your way is the decision to start, to push through the hesitation, and to trust that you have the power to shape your own destiny. This hour, this moment, is the doorway to your transformation, but only if you walk through it. And the beauty of it is, you don't need to wait for everything to be perfect. You don't need to know exactly how everything will unfold. You just need to step forward. In these early hours, while the world is still, your mind is clear, your thoughts are fresh, and your energy is at its peak. This is the time when your potential is most alive. It's the time when doubt has less power over you, when you're able to think more freely and creatively, unburdened by the weight of the world's expectations. It's in these moments of silence that you can tune into the most important part of your life, the inner drive that fuels everything you do. That drive is what you need to cultivate right now. It's what will carry you through the challenges, the fears, and the obstacles that will come. The world may not be ready to support you yet, but in these quiet hours, you are your own greatest ally, and that's enough. So don't let fear make the decisions for you. Don't let it hold you back from stepping into what you're meant to do. Fear will always try to stop you. It will tell you you're not ready, that it's too hard, that you'll fail. But in reality, fear is just a sign that you're about to grow. If you weren't capable of doing something great, fear wouldn't show up. It shows up because you're pushing boundaries, because you're about to do something extraordinary. The key is to move forward in spite of that fear. This is your time to take ownership of your life. Every second you spend in this space, in these early hours, is an opportunity to move closer to your dreams. You might not see the results immediately, and that's okay. The power of these moments lies in the actions you take, no matter how small they seem. These are the actions that over time will lead to massive change. And once you take that first step, you'll find that the next one becomes easier, and the next one after that. Consistency is the secret to success. It's not about doing everything all at once. It's about showing up every single day and taking the small steps that will eventually lead to the bigger ones. And this is the time to start. This is the moment when you can begin to shape your life in the way you've always dreamed of. This time, when others are still asleep, is your opportunity to move ahead of the pack. It's your chance to put in the work when others aren't, to lay the foundation when no one is watching. You have everything you need to succeed. The only thing left is for you to take the leap. Right now, in these quiet hours, the world may seem still, but you are alive with potential. This is the time to use that energy, to use that clarity, to take the first step toward the future you've always wanted. The path won't always be easy, but every single step will be worth it. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The moment is now. The future is yours to create. The only question is, will you take this time and use it to fuel your transformation? You're at a crossroads right now, in this very moment. The choice is yours. Continue on the path you've been walking or take a bold, courageous step into the unknown. The future you dream about is not as far out of reach as you think. It's waiting for you to take action. Right now, as the world remains in its slumber, you are given a rare gift, the chance to break free from the cycles that have kept you stuck. You don't need to wait for the perfect conditions. The time to start is now because there is no perfect moment. There's only the moment you decide to make it happen. This stillness is not a time for hesitation. It is a time for awakening. It's the time when your mind and body are aligned with a purpose and when you can build momentum that will carry you through the entire day, the entire week, and ultimately your entire life. When you wake up in these hours, it's like the universe is giving you a quiet space to cultivate your dreams, to nourish them, and to take deliberate action toward them. But you must be willing to step into that space and embrace it. This is the moment to act, not the moment to doubt. The discomfort you feel right now is temporary. It is part of the process of growth. Whenever you push yourself beyond your comfort zone, the mind tries to hold you back. It will convince you that it's too hard, that you're not ready, that you should go back to sleep. But you know what? That's the very moment you need to move forward. Discomfort is a sign that you're breaking the old patterns, breaking the old version of yourself, and stepping into something new. It's an indication that you are stretching, evolving, and growing into a higher version of yourself. These quiet hours are a reminder that the work you do now, no matter how small it seems, is setting the foundation for everything to come. You are planting seeds today that will grow into something magnificent. The world may not notice your efforts immediately, but that's okay. Success is built in the shadows where no one can see the work happening. It's in these early moments when you make the decision to rise that you are building something that will eventually outgrow the silence and show the world what you're made of. The only thing that can stop you now is your own decision to stay still, to remain in the same place. Every day you decide to stay the same, you delay the life you could be living. But right now, in this precious time, you have the power to change that. You have the ability to start anew, to take one small step toward the person you want to become. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. Every moment you dedicate to your growth, to your goals, no matter how small, is a step closer to who you're meant to be. And that progress will build on itself. When the world is asleep, the universe is awake with possibility. Your dreams are not too far out of reach. They are closer than you think, waiting for you to grab hold of them. And the best part is that you don't need to figure it all out at once. You don't need the whole map, just the next step. This is the power of the present moment. The only thing standing in your way is your own decision to move forward, one action at a time. So don't let another moment slip through your fingers. Don't let the world's distractions pull you away from your purpose. This is the time. The world is asleep, but you are awake. You are alive with the potential to create, to build, and to become. The only question that matters is, what will you do at this moment? How will you use this time to move one step closer to the life you've always dreamed of? Don't wait. Start now. Take the first step. Your future begins today. You're standing at the threshold of your transformation, and it's up to you whether you cross it or stay where you are. Each second that passes is a choice you can choose to continue letting the noise of the world dictate your pace, or you can choose to rise above it, to rise in this moment when the world is still and take action toward your deepest desires. This hour, while others are asleep, is your opportunity to create a foundation of power and purpose. What you do now will reverberate through your day, through your life, and ultimately shape the person you become. The actions you take in these early hours don't just matter. They define the course of your future. You may feel the pull of doubt, the familiar whisper that says it's too hard, that it's not worth it, or that you're not capable. But listen to me. Those whispers are the voice of fear, not your truth. Fear only shows up when you're on the brink of something great. It tries to keep you small, to keep you comfortable, to prevent you from stepping into the greatness that's waiting for you. The truth is, you are more than capable. You are more than ready. The discomfort you feel in these moments is proof that you are growing, that you are moving beyond the person you were yesterday and becoming the person you've always been meant to be. The power of this hour, this stillness, lies in the fact that it's just you. No distractions, no one else's agenda, no external pressure. It's just you and your dreams, your goals, your desire to create a life that fulfills you. This is your time to reconnect with your true self and ask yourself, what do I want? It's so easy to get lost in the day-to-day rush to live for other people's expectations and forget your own. But not here, not now. Now is the time to ask yourself what you truly want. Now is the time to focus on your dreams and start working toward them with everything you've got. Every moment you spend in the quiet hours, every decision you make to get up and do the work, every action you take to push past fear is a step toward the life you deserve. It doesn't have to be big. In fact, the smallest actions, done consistently, will create more momentum than trying to make one giant leap. Don't overcomplicate it. Take the first step. Even if it's just waking up and moving, or writing down your goals, or visualizing your future, these small steps accumulate. They build upon each other, creating a powerful force that will push you toward your goals. There's a reason why so many people struggle to reach their dreams. It's because they wait for the right moment, for the perfect conditions to appear. They wait for motivation to strike, for inspiration to come to them. But the most successful people don't wait. They create their own momentum. They show up even when they don't feel like it. They act even when doubt clouds their minds. They move forward because they understand that success doesn't happen when you wait for it. It happens when you go out and make it happen. And in these quiet hours, you have the rare chance to be that person, to be the one who rises when everyone else is still sleeping. There is no better time than now. You may not see the massive change right away, but that's not what matters. What matters is that you are moving forward, inch by inch, step by step. The momentum you create in these early hours will carry you throughout the day and beyond. This is where the seeds of success are planted, in these quiet, determined moments. You don't need a grand plan. You just need to take the next step. Keep moving forward, keep showing up, and you will see your dreams begin to take shape in ways you never imagined. This moment is yours. This time is yours. Don't let it slip away. Every second counts. Every action matters. The future you've always dreamed of is waiting, and it's up to you to make it a reality. Will you take the first step today? Will you rise and claim the life you deserve? The choice is yours. Every single choice you make right now matters. The decisions you make in these quiet, sacred hours have the power to create an unstoppable momentum that will carry you through the rest of the day and beyond. When you rise early, when you choose to get up and act when everyone else is still asleep, you are sending a message to the universe. I am serious about my life. I am serious about my dreams, and I will do whatever it takes to make them real. This is not just about getting things done. It's about something deeper. It's about showing yourself that you are willing to put in the work, even when no one is watching, even when the world is silent. It's about proving to yourself that you are strong enough, capable enough, and committed enough to your own growth. When you act now, in these hours, when the world is still, you send a powerful signal to your own subconscious that you are in control. You are the one who decides how your day will unfold. You are the one who takes charge of your own destiny. And that feeling of control, that sense of power, is what will fuel you throughout the day. The quiet of the morning is your ally. It's a space where your mind is open, where distractions are few, and where clarity is abundant. This is the time when you can truly connect with your goals, with your deeper purpose, and align yourself with what matters most. In these moments, you have the ability to set your intentions for the day, to affirm who you are and what you stand for, and to create a sense of purpose that will guide you through whatever comes your way. Most people allow the world to dictate how they feel. They wait for motivation to hit them or for someone else to inspire them. But you are different. You are the one who rises before the world, who takes responsibility for the direction of your life, and who builds your future with every decision you make. The power of these quiet moments is that you don't need anyone else to push you forward. You are your own source of motivation. You don't need permission from the outside world to start living the life you desire. You have everything you need right inside of you. The discipline you build in these early hours is what will carry you through the tougher moments, the ones where doubt creeps in, where the obstacles seem insurmountable. When you consistently show up, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, you are training yourself to be resilient, to be unstoppable. The true measure of success is not in how you perform when things are easy, but in how you push through when it feels like everything is working against you. And in these early hours, when the world is still and you are awake, you are building that resilience, that strength, that inner power. You are learning the art of self-motivation, the art of showing up for yourself even when it feels uncomfortable. And that's where the magic happens. The moment you push through discomfort, the moment you choose to act despite fear, is the moment when you begin to transform. That's when the true power within you awakens. The power to create, the power to succeed, the power to become who you've always dreamed of being. Don't underestimate the impact of these early hours. They may feel small, insignificant, even pointless at times, but the truth is, they are everything. They are the key to unlocking your potential. They are the foundation on which your future will be built. And every time you rise in these quiet hours and make the decision to act, you are taking another step toward becoming the person you've always known you could be. The future is not a distant dream. It's being shaped right now, in this moment. What will you do with it? You may not realize it yet, but right now, in this very moment, you are already becoming the person you are meant to be. Every choice you make, every decision to rise when others are still asleep, every action you take, no matter how small, is shaping your future. It's not about waiting for the right moment. It's about creating the right moment. And you're doing that every time you show up for yourself, every time you decide to move forward instead of staying stuck, every time you rise above the doubts, above the fear, and above the noise of the world. What you're doing now is bigger than just starting your day. It's a daily commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. And that commitment is what will take you further than you ever imagined. The actions you take now are laying the groundwork for the life you've always dreamed of, the life you deserve. And you are building this life, not by waiting, but by doing. By showing up, even when the path isn't clear, even when you don't know exactly where it will lead. The power is in the journey, and it begins every time you make the choice to move forward, regardless of the obstacles. This quiet time is where your greatness is born. The world doesn't demand anything from you in these moments. No one is watching. No one is judging. It's just you, your purpose, and your dreams. You have a rare opportunity here, a precious gift, the ability to connect deeply with your own inner drive, the courage to push forward despite everything around you. This is where you get to decide what your life will look like. You don't need permission from anyone. You don't need the approval of the world. All you need is to commit to your own growth, to make the choice to step into the unknown and trust that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. Every time you choose to show up in these hours, to take action even when it's uncomfortable, you are proving to yourself that you are in control. You are reminding yourself that you are the one who shapes your destiny. And with each passing day, as you rise and take these small, powerful steps, you are building the momentum that will carry you toward everything you've ever wanted. This is not just about achieving goals. It's about learning who you are at your core, tapping into the strength that's been inside of you all along, and stepping into the version of yourself you've always known was possible. The fear, the doubt, the resistance you feel in these moments are signs that you are on the right path. They are the challenges that show you are pushing past your limits, expanding your comfort zone, and growing into the person you were always meant to become. If it was easy, everyone would do it. But you're different. You are choosing the hard path, the path of growth, the path that leads to real, lasting change. And every time you push through that resistance, you prove to yourself that you are strong enough to handle anything that comes your way. Your future is being built right now in these moments of quiet determination. The life you've always dreamed of is being shaped by every choice you make in these early hours. The success you seek, the happiness you desire, the fulfillment you long for, it's all possible, but only if you take the first step. And the beauty is, you don't have to wait for the right time. The right time is now. The power is in your hands, and every decision you make today will ripple out into the future you're creating. You are not waiting for life to happen to you. You are making it happen. This moment, this quiet space is where the magic begins. It's where you take the first step towards your dreams. And that first step is the one that will lead to everything else. The future is waiting for you to claim it. Will you rise to the challenge? Will you take that first step, no matter how small, and create the life you've always dreamed of? It all starts now. You already have everything you need within you. Right now, in this very moment, you are armed with the power to change your life. Every thought, every action, every step you take in this moment is building the future you've always dreamed of. The question is, will you believe in that power? Will you choose to trust yourself and act on it? The truth is, the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the decision to step forward, to take action, even when it's hard, even when doubt tries to convince you that. It's not worth it. Every morning you wake up, every time you rise before the world, you are forging a path to greatness. It's in the way you show up for yourself that your life begins to change. The small actions, the choices you make when no one else is around to see, are the ones that matter most. It's easy to show up when everything is going right, when the world is cheering you on. But the real work is done in the silence. The real work is done when you show up despite the fear, despite the discomfort, and despite the doubts. That's where you find your true strength. You have to believe that every step you take, no matter how small, matters. Every time you choose to take action, you are making progress. And progress compounds. The more you move forward, the more momentum you create. The more momentum you create, the more unstoppable you become. In the stillness of the morning, when the world is sleeping, you have the opportunity to lay the foundation for the kind of future you want. And each decision you make in these hours ripples out into the rest of your day, the rest of your life. This moment is a turning point. It's a choice to rise above what's comfortable, to rise above the distractions, the fear, and the uncertainty that try to hold you back. It's a choice to claim your power and take full responsibility for your life. There is no one else coming to save you. The person you're waiting for is you. You are the one who has to rise, who has to take charge, and who has to keep moving forward even when it seems impossible. And the truth is, it's never going to be easy. The path to success is never paved in smooth stones. It's rough, it's challenging, and it's filled with obstacles. But it's also filled with growth. And every challenge you face is an opportunity to expand, to become stronger, to step into the next level of who you are. The beautiful thing about this journey is that you don't have to have all the answers. You don't need to see the full picture before you begin. You just need to take the first step. And when you take that first step, the next one will reveal itself. And the one after that, the clarity will come as you move forward. So don't wait for the perfect plan. Don't wait for the perfect time. The perfect time is now. The perfect time is the moment you decide to act, to show up, and to take responsibility for your life. The path to greatness isn't about waiting for the world to give you permission to succeed. It's about taking the power back into your own hands. It's about waking up early, putting in the work, and trusting that every action you take is bringing you one step closer to the life you've always dreamed of. There will be times when you feel like giving up, when the obstacles seem too much to overcome. But remember this, it's always the moments when you're tempted to quit that you are closest to your breakthrough. Every time you push through, you get stronger. Every time you persist, you get closer. And when you reach that point where you feel like you can't go any further, remember this. That's the moment of your greatest growth. That's when the transformation happens. You are capable, you are strong, and most importantly, you are in control of your destiny. The only thing you need to do now is take the next step. Your future is waiting for you, and it's being built by the actions you take today. So rise, step forward, and claim the life that is rightfully yours. You are not meant to live a life of mediocrity. You are not meant to exist in the shadows of your potential, waiting for someone else to lead you toward your greatness. You were born for something extraordinary, and it's time for you to wake up to that truth. Every day you choose to rise, every moment you dedicate to taking action, you are affirming your belief in your own power. And with that belief, nothing can stand in your way. The road will be tough, yes, but it will also be rewarding. Every step forward is a victory, and no effort you make in pursuit of your dreams will ever be wasted. But what separates the dreamers from the achievers is action. It's easy to say you want something. Everyone wants something. The real difference comes in the willingness to act, to show up even when you don't feel like it. Even when doubt tries to whisper in your ear, trying to convince you that you're not capable or not worthy. You have to silence that voice. You have to rise above the noise. This is your moment, and you cannot afford to wait any longer. The future you want is not some far-off destination. It is something you are creating right now with every decision you make. The challenge you face isn't about external forces. It's about the internal battle, the battle of discipline, of self-belief, of mental resilience. Every morning you wake up before the world, you are winning that battle. You are proving that you can overcome the resistance within you. You are proving that no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many obstacles you face, you will not quit. You will not back down. And that kind of resilience is what will carry you further than you ever imagined. The beauty of these quiet hours is that they give you the space to reconnect with your vision, to refocus on your goals, and to renew your energy. This time is a gift, a chance to remind yourself why you're on this path in the first place, why you're pushing through the challenges, why you're doing the work even when it's hard, even when it feels like no one sees it. Because the truth is, what you do in these hours, what you do in these moments when no one is watching, is what will define your success. No one is going to hand you success. No one is going to give you the life you desire. You have to take it. You have to earn it. And that starts now with every single action you take today. These early hours are where your confidence is built. They are where you learn to trust yourself, to trust that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. Every time you show up for yourself, every time you push past the resistance, you build your belief in your own ability. And that belief is the foundation upon which all your dreams are built. The truth is, no one can take away the confidence you build in these quiet moments. Not the doubts, not the fear, not the uncertainty. When you choose to rise, you choose to invest in yourself, and that investment pays off in ways you can't yet fully comprehend. Imagine the future you desire, the life you've always dreamed of. See it clearly in your mind. Now understand that it is not out of reach. It is waiting for you to claim it. But you cannot claim it unless you show up. You cannot claim it unless you take action. Every time you rise before the world, you are setting the stage for the future you desire. Every effort you make, no matter how small, is bringing you one step closer. Your future is not something that happens to you. It's something you create, and it's time for you to create it. You are the author of your own story. You have the power to write your own ending. What will it be? Will you continue to let the world dictate the terms of your life, or will you take the reins and drive yourself towards your dreams? Every morning you rise, you make that choice. Every morning you decide whether you will move closer to your goals or stay where you are. The power is in your hands. The future is yours for the taking. Will you rise and claim it? Will you make the choice to take the next step? The life you want is not waiting for permission. It is waiting for you to show up. And when you do, there is nothing that can stop you. The greatest battles are not fought in the external world. The true battle is fought within. It's the internal struggle, the war of your mind that shapes everything. What you tell yourself, how you view your worth, the stories you repeat in your head, those are the things that ultimately define who you become. It's easy to believe that success comes from external circumstances, from luck, from being in the right place at the right time. But the reality is that success is born from the belief that you are capable, that you are worthy, and that you have the strength to rise no matter what stands in your way. The fight is not with the world, the fight is with yourself. And this fight is won in the quiet moments. It's won in the silence when you decide, despite all the doubts and fears, to show up for yourself, to show up for your future, to show up when it's hard, when the comfort of sleep or the lure of distraction seems so much easier. It's in these moments that your strength is forged, your character is built, and your destiny is shaped. The power you seek is already within you. It always has been. What you need to do now is choose to tap into it. Choose to believe that you are capable of more than you've ever allowed yourself to see. When you rise early and commit to your goals, you are taking back control. The world is loud, it demands your attention, and it tries to pull you in 1,000 different directions. But in these quiet hours, you reclaim your peace. You reclaim your focus. You remember why you started. You remind yourself of your dreams. You remember the life you want to create. And in that moment of clarity, you take action. You don't hesitate. You don't wait for perfection. You don't wait for the perfect conditions. You simply act. And that act, however small, is what sets the stage for everything else. There is no more time to wait. You can no longer afford to sit back and let life happen to you every second you waste. Doubting yourself, hesitating, or procrastinating is a second lost. Your dreams are not waiting around for you to catch up. They're waiting for you to take action. You cannot sit idle and hope that things will change. The only way things will change is if you change. If you push past your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, and take the first step, and then the next, and then the one after that. Success is not about grand gestures. It's not about waiting for some big breakthrough. Success is about the consistent, everyday actions you take toward your goals. It's about waking up before everyone else, putting in the work when no one is watching, and choosing to keep going even when it seems like nothing is happening. But I promise you, everything is happening. Every moment you choose to rise is a moment you are growing. Every moment you take action is a moment you are building the future you desire. And one day you will look back and see that all those small moments added up to something monumental. What you are doing right now is not just about achieving a goal or fulfilling a dream. It's about who you are becoming in the process. You are becoming someone who doesn't wait for permission, someone who doesn't let fear hold them back, someone who takes ownership of their life and their future. You are becoming the kind of person who knows that their dreams are not a fantasy, but a reality waiting to be claimed. And the way you claim that reality is through action. Every morning you choose to rise, you are claiming your future. Every choice you make in these early hours is you stepping into the life you were meant for. The power to change your life is in your hands and always has been. All you need to do is believe in it, believe that you are worthy of the life you desire, believe that you have the strength to overcome any obstacle, believe that your dreams are not too big, not too far out of reach. They are waiting for you, but they can only be claimed by you through your actions, your commitment, and your determination. And it starts now. It starts with this moment. It starts with you making the decision to rise and claim what is rightfully yours. Your future is waiting, but it can only be shaped by the choices you make today. Will you rise? Will you choose to take action? Will you claim your future? The time is now. The moment you make the decision to rise above the noise, to step into your power, everything begins to shift. It's not an instant transformation, but it is the beginning of a new reality. This shift, however, isn't just about taking action. It's about the mindset you cultivate in those quiet early hours. The moment you decide to act despite the challenges, despite the doubts, you create a ripple effect. You begin to redefine who you are. You move from a place of passivity to a place of ownership. You stop waiting for things to change and start making them change. Too many people wait for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions. They wait for everything to line up just right before taking action. But success doesn't work like that. The perfect moment never comes. The world is always changing, always throwing new challenges your way. The key is not in waiting for everything to be perfect. It's in deciding to act no matter what. It's in choosing to move forward, even when it feels uncertain, even when it feels like you're not ready. That's how growth happens. That's how breakthroughs happen. Every morning you rise, you give yourself the opportunity to make progress, even if it's just a small step. But those small steps add up. They compound. And one day you look back and realize that those tiny moments of action were the foundation of everything you've achieved. The beauty is that it's not the big wins that define your success, but the consistent everyday actions that you take. The discipline to wake up, to push through the resistance, to keep moving forward, even when it seems like you're not making any progress. That's what makes the difference. So often, we let fear control our actions. We hesitate because we're afraid of failure, of rejection, of not being good enough. But what if you flip that fear on its head? What if, instead of letting fear hold you back, you used it as fuel to propel you forward? Fear is not the enemy. It's a signal that you're on the right path. When you feel fear, it's because you're stepping outside your comfort zone. You're growing. You're evolving. Fear is a sign that you're doing something that matters. You are far stronger than you realize. You have the strength to push through every obstacle, to overcome every challenge, to face every fear. It's not about being fearless. It's about feeling the fear and moving forward anyway. The people who succeed aren't the ones who have no fear. They're the ones who keep going despite it. They understand that fear is just part of the process and they choose to act in spite of it. You have that same strength within you. You have the power to rise above your fears and take the steps necessary to create the life you want. Remember, it's not about waiting for everything to be perfect. It's not about waiting for the right opportunity or the perfect set of circumstances. The perfect time to act is right now. The moment you choose to take action, to rise up and move forward, you begin to rewrite your story, and your story is yours to write. No one else can define your path for you. You are the author of your own journey. You have the power to choose your direction, to choose your future, and to choose a life you want to live. The world is full of distractions, but you are in control. The people around you may not understand your vision, your goals, or your determination, but that's okay. This journey is not theirs to walk, it's yours. As long as you keep moving forward, as long as you keep showing up for yourself, you are on the right path. You don't need external validation to know that you're doing the right thing. Your belief in yourself is all that matters. This is your moment to claim the life you deserve. Every time you rise, you are taking one step closer to the life you've always dreamed of. Don't let anything or anyone hold you back. The time is not a life you want is waiting for you, and it's yours for the taking. All you have to do is rise, take action, and trust in the power within you. Your future is in your hands, and it's time to take control. The truth is, every time you choose to rise, you are giving yourself permission to be more than you've ever been before. Every early morning, every moment of focus, every decision to push forward, you are telling yourself that you deserve more. You deserve success, peace, fulfillment. You deserve to live a life on your terms. But you cannot wait for someone to hand it to you. No one is coming to give you permission to live the life you dream of. That power, that permission is already inside of you. So often, we think that if we wait long enough, the right moment will come. We wait for the stars to align, for the perfect opportunity, for the ideal conditions. But the truth is, the right moment is now. This is the moment you've been waiting for. This is the time to act, to make that decision to rise and start building the life you've been dreaming of. It's not the perfect conditions that create success. It's the actions you take in spite of the imperfect conditions. When you choose to rise, when you choose to act, you are creating those perfect moments. They won't come to you. You must create them. What holds most people back is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of rejection. But it's in these moments of fear that growth happens. When you're afraid, it means you're stepping outside your comfort zone. It means you're on the verge of something bigger than you've ever experienced. Fear is not a roadblock. It's a signal that you are on the right track. The bigger the fear, the bigger the opportunity. Every time you face fear head on, you strengthen your resilience. You grow. You become someone who doesn't just wait for life to happen, but someone who actively shapes their own destiny. There is no shortcut to success. It's not about waiting for a miracle or wishing for things to change. It's about showing up every day, doing the work, and trusting that your efforts are building something bigger than you can see right now. The small actions you take every morning are the foundation of your future success. And one day, when you look back, you'll realize that those moments of action, those small steps you took when you felt like nothing was happening, were the turning points in your life.